Welcome to Deep Out in the Country. Got to get ready for this one. We're about to get on the deepest lake in the state of GA. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, heart stopping. Look at that. Man, they blasted through all this rock right here, guys. Yeah, there's people down there chilling. They're climbing on the rocks over here too. That's Da Vinci style. See, if I came out here on a Saturday and next Monday's Memorial Day, this place is going to be jam-packed. You're going to have people parking against the rocks over here. Look how beautiful this place is. It's scary though up here. I mean, I got to see if I can pull the kayak down there. I don't have wheels on it. I don't have wheels for it. Apparently there's like an access point down here. Let's go take a walk around. Look at that geology right there. Man. We're definitely coming back here many times. There's no question. All right. Prepare for a heart stopper. It's only 450 feet though. That's it. It's not like it's Tallulah Gorge or anything like that. Look at all the blasting that they had to do. Check that out. Hold on. $450 feet. Man. Check out this earthen wall. Yeah, I read up on this place like 3 years ago on what it took to build this thing. That's the Kusawati that goes all the way down there where we've been before. This is where the water comes from, right here. Look at that boardwalk. If you want to get some sun, this is the place to get it. There's no tree cover. That's wild. We finally made it. There's the same logs that I saw in the satellite images. Check that out. I gotta pull my kayak all the way down there. I don't have to carry that thing. There's not gonna be any drag in it. Imagine creating a hole in the kayak. That would be a disaster. It doesn't look that big though. It doesn't. We're gonna be out here till like 8 o'clock, 7:30. I didn't see the time frames where they're open or not. Past a certain time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The world famous boat ramp. That's crazy. They got the sign back there that says extended spaces for trailers only. You know, for the boats and stuff. There's 4 spots up here for smaller vehicles. And it's at the top of the hill. We're gonna have to walk a long way back, guys. Check this. I kept on driving. I mean, look at this. We got to walk a quarter mile back just to get back to the boat ramp. Man, you guys crazy. $12:30. We're ready to go. It's gonna be quite the day. I mean, even if I was just here for like 10 minutes and went to 4 different observation locations and just drove around, means we did accomplish something. But getting on the lake itself and trying to paddle as much as I can, that's the main deal today. A different kind of conquering. Cute. Hey guys. Let's go. Here we go. About dang time I made it. Look at this. It's like 10 feet deep right here. We barely got in the water. Look at that. Dang. That's scary as it is. We barely got off the boat ramp and that thing just dropped down to like 15 feet right here. About dang time we made this happen though, man. It's gonna be a little bit eerie though. I know the average depth around the lake in most places is around 200 feet. The website said. And in some spots it's the typical 450. Most likely right in the middle. Let's hope I didn't forget anything. I'm going to go slow right now because I want to make sure there's not going to be water accumulating in the bottom. Inside the kayak, you know, the void. We definitely got to be floating today. Oh yeah, look at that. At least 15 to 20 feet deep right here. Man. Moments like this make the vacation worthwhile. Man. Yeah, here come the clouds. About to give us 80% coverage the rest of the day. They got like a 3% chance of rain at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Welcome to heaven. See, there's no way that I can get across this lake. I mean, there's a chance that I could. I plan to go to the middle and explore around and stuff like that. But if I had to get to the other side by hugging the edges, you know, like Super Mario 2 on Nintendo, you know, you got those electrical things that trace out every edge, you know, they stick to the edges. If I did that, it would take me like 9 hours to get over there. Yeah, I'm about to get out and walk around. Stretch the legs a little bit. This is invigorating. It is. I'm about to take off the shoes so it feels like I'm on vacation. You know, that saying of mine. It's not vacation until you take the shoes off. Another accomplishment. I'm so proud of myself. In a different kind of way, a humbling way. I just paddled across right here. My heart was pumping once I got to the middle of it, knowing that I was probably above the bottom that was most likely a couple 100 feet down below. Maybe just 150 feet. Yeah, I'm trying to make it around where the dam is. You can't go over there where the orange little floaters are. You can't go over there. But over there where the swimming place is, I want to get close to that spot. You already know why. Because the vertical face of the granite, the rocks. I thought it was a telephone pole at first. We're probably sitting at about the 22-foot mark on the tree. We need some telephone pole climbing equipment. You know, the things you put on the boots. Dang. That's crazy. That's weird though. I'm surprised there's not like carvings or like spray paint or graffiti on it, where people haven't come out to write their name in a Sharpie, using a Sharpie or something like that. That's good that there wasn't that. That was what I was expecting to see on that thing. Maybe some bubble gum. We're gradually getting closer. It's like moonlight. Deep, 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 deep. All right, this is crazy. I can't get the angle right. You already know why I can't get the angle right. Look at the optical illusion right here. The way the dam, the top of it, curves to the left just so slightly. Thus the dam itself starts to get a little thinner as it gets to the right. And it makes it look like the dam is level. And then it ends up that the water's not in the image. Quite the optical illusion. I mean, look. Look how skewed the water is. Watch me come around this corner. There's going to be like 30 people standing out here. Let's hope there's less than 2. I got some rocks to touch. I got a face to touch. A vertical face. I got excited when I saw that the scale of it all on that drone image in Google. You click on that photosphere. Somebody had a drone up here, took an image And you saw these little tiny people, like the size of ants, against this extremely tall vertical face. Made the wall look just like it was 500 feet tall. Hey, there's nobody standing out there. Why not? Because they're all against the wall. Yeah, they're all hanging out on those rocks over there on the other side. Yeah, the wind was blowing me back a little bit too rough. But they were already talking about me when I came around that corner. I heard them. And they all stood up and turned in my direction. Like they were standing up at a Braves game watching a Ronald Acuna home run leave the park. Hey, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. There's men on the kayak over there. Look at them. At least they're having fun, though. Oops. Sorry, lizard. That's a scary looking wall right there. I don't know if that's overflow or what. I saw people on kayaks. You look at that photosphere and you see people up against that thing. Ooh. You know that's about a 350-foot drop. Yeah, when I pulled in, I looked down here, they were over here. So they swam all the way over here without a kayak. They were hanging on the fence. Look at that frightening thing right there. Hold on, let me get some pictures. Oh, look at that painting right there. Check that out. Whatever you do, don't drop the iPhone. Who knows how deep this joker is right here, under us. Look at that painting right here. They're blowing me back. There's a sign up here that says, don't climb on that fence, it's U.S. government property. I would never do that. A vertical painting in heaven. Man, there's paintings all over the place. Natural paintings. I don't think I can sell these though. It's government property. Let's hope these images don't belong to the government now. I mean, you have to appreciate the art. I mean, look at that stick right there. That's been gently placed there. It's balanced perfectly. Dang, look at that art. I could probably take 1,000 pictures of this thing right. Ooh, bro. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Dang, is that ever so wild? I mean, this is what it's all about. I'm an art freak. Well, that just took the feeling of heaven away. The horn going off. The alarm. I hope it's okay if I touch. We made it. We're definitely coming back. But it's going to have to be all season, you know, like a weekday or something like that. This is a grand masterpiece right here. I need to get further away from it so I can get the full painting itself. Talk about scared the crap out of me. I'm in one of my zones. Oh crap, did I ever scare the crap out of me? I hear that bang and I'm like, oh crap. Billions of years of geological evolution. What a boring video. Oh, let's take a picture. Hold on. I guess that means you're not allowed to climb on the rocks. Look how high that goes. I hope this is not considered trespassing. I looked at all those vacation images and stuff, and this place is always loaded down with a lot of people out here. I mean, there's like 10 kayaks out here. Look at all the paintings over there. Yeah, I guess that means don't climb on it. No rock climbing allowed, that kind of thing. Or no getting on the top and jumping off. It's dangerous. There's that scary sound again. This is invigorating to me. I mean, look at the art right here. I know I'm an art freak. I mean, look at those abstract paintings right here. Each one of those panels is kind of the same, but they're different. Oh, I don't think I should go, guys. I don't think I should go. Those things flip upwards. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Those things are made to flip upwards and open up. No, I'm not going to go any closer than that. I'm good. We don't need to be pulled out of here. Let me try to get some zoom pictures though. Those are tight. Yeah, they've got security cameras up there at the top. So apparently I'm good. No one's come out here and said anything to me. That's scary though. You can see where they turn up. Look at that. You can see where they open up and the water just flows down like a waterfall. That is freaky. I know I'm a thrill seeker, but I mean, let's hope that got warning sounds or something out here like horns. That is perfect though. Look at that painting. If that's not a painting, I don't know what is. I mean, that thing right there, this panel will sell for a few $100 million. And should go on the outside, like some courtyard at an office building. I mean, look at that. Can I have them later? I'll buy them. Not for recycling. That is tight. You know what that looks like though? It looks like something reflecting in the water. That's what they look like. I mean, there are the waves right there on that one. That one's got the waves in it. Let me go and get more. This is fabulous. Maybe they'll let me have them later. I mean, the government definitely owns some nice art that they never knew about. Something that's so desirable to others. That would be too big to fit on a truck though. You know what's going to happen if they had to redo these things. They would come out here and cut them up into smaller pieces. But it would be nice if they were kept complete though. I mean, nature does wonderful things. I mean, that's how high the waters get right there. Look at that. That line right there. I could be wrong though. I'm scared to death, but it's like, it's freaky. It is. We're over, I mean, this could only be like 150 feet deep. But just imagine that thing opening up without a warning. And the water starts flowing out like a waterfall. Hey, there's graffiti on it though. And it looks like it hasn't been opened up in a while. There is debris all over the place out here. There's a measurement device, but I'm not about to get that close. I can't tell what it says. I think it says 76 feet or 7 foot 6 inches. No, I'm not gonna go over there. You can't see it if you zoom in. It's too degraded away. It's made of wood. It's a wood panel. All right, the laws of nature are pushing me out. They don't feel comfortable with me being out here. At least I made it. The older I get, the less I can take that with the heart. I don't think about it though. I mean, wouldn't they have barriers out here? Wouldn't they? For you not to get caught, like some mesh or something. Something got my attention. And they're tempting me to come over here because they know I don't like it. You see what's in the kayak right there. Gotta do that community service. in the most dangerous way. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. Try not to make it float to the bottom. We'll never get it out. Yeah, you still can't see it. It's probably just an elevation. 1,075 feet. No, that's not the depth. That's the water level above sea level. 1,075, 1,076, 1,077, 78, 1,079. Would you look at that? Wonder when the last time this thing opened up. Let's hope it doesn't open until I get out of here. Or away from it. Oh crap, that's even scarier. There's something down here. Oh yeah, uh-oh. It's the lip. That's the lip. Oh boy, is that ever so scary. You talk about getting a grand tour of this place. You guys are getting it. This is the lip. And it goes gradually down. It's concrete. And then when they open this thing up, the water just shoots down. Whoosh, like a waterfall. Dang. I hope I don't have nightmares. Now you guys are going to say, you're a pansy, man. You're a pansy. Dang right. When it comes to this. But I'm a thrill seeker. I mean, look at what you have to deal with. What you're up against. Being pulled out of here. Let's hope in any of my other adventures are going out. I never spoke anything forward, if you know what I mean. Like being pulled out or anything. Because things have a tendency to happen. Looks like somebody we know so well made it. I wonder if Hercules made it. Remember that one time I was on that river over there by that farmland, and I was tempted to cross 2 miles across that thing, or at least a mile, and I was too scared to, and someone said Hercules made it. Hercules made it. Hercules made it. Hercules can make it anywhere. Everything deserves a reference picture. Scary or not. Imagine this being a waterfall. Imagine if they had a water feature right here, guys. Of course that would deter you from climbing this thing. For real, but imagine that. Imagine if this thing had water coming down, cascading off. That would be an incredible thing. I mean, imagine how many more people would come out here to enjoy the waters coming down. Boy, am I ever having a good time. I mean, look at all this. I mean, every time I come across places like this, it puts me in the mood to build something major, you know, like a wall. But they already built one behind us. Crazy. It's like I don't want to leave, guys. Well, I still have like 5.5 hours, and it's only going to take about an hour and a half to get home. I just looked at the depth map. I finally found one. All right, right in front of the dam. I'd say about 60 feet off the dam in front of it is about 200 feet deep right here. And right over there, I'd say a little bit, almost directly in the center of all this right here, 360 feet deep. I couldn't find anything that said where the 450-foot depth is. That's what I was trying to make it to. But you know where those boaters were earlier? The ones that were trying to do their skiing on the blue boat. That first outset that we got to earlier. When I had to take the shoes off. About where they were is where it's 380 feet deep. 380 feet. That's what I'll definitely be trying to get to. But I want to try to get over here where it's 360 feet deep. Yeah. But that 450 was probably over there where you can't access it. Where they got the buoys. You know, the orange things over there. Yeah. Man, what a wonderful experience. But right about here, about 10 feet out, is 176 feet deep right here. 176 feet. But directly behind us, where that little overflow section is, with the doors that open, they didn't really have a depth. They just had like a rough estimate of like 75 feet in that location. Let me get some cool pictures real quick. I'm looking. There's nothing under this. Look at that. That's definitely dropping down to at least 35, 40 feet right here. Well, it is about 175 feet. About right here. 175 feet, that's crazy. And right in front of the dam, a depth of 200 feet. What should I do? Go in front of the dam over here and just pick up the garbage? I see some things. But we can't afford to load the kayak down. This does not belong here. Dang, look at that art piece right here. Beautiful. Same thing with this one too. That's wild. I wonder what the high water mark is out here. Look at those logs all the way up there. That's at least 20 feet. The waters really get that much deeper out here? Okay, so I think what they mean by the depth of being 450 feet means when it's at its highest levels from that mark. Because from what the map said, the depth map said, I can't say that with my sign. It says, hey, look at basketball. From what it said, it's 380 out there. No, 360 out there. And then further out there, it's 380. Along the route of the river, it's mostly roughly around 300, 350 feet on average. That's crazy though. Yeah, we're definitely going out there. I gotta get some pictures first. This is wild. These things have been out here for a long time. Why am I always whispering? Here you go, get ready for the pictures. Feel the power. I'm going to be ended up taking about 1,000 pictures today. Not likely, you know, more like the depth out here. More like 380. Look at all this driftwood. And look at this finger pointer boulder right here. Check that out. That's a lot of driftwood out here. You talk about some good firewood. But it's artistic. It needs to stay out here to drive your curiosities to come closer. I'm about to get out and stand on the power. And realize that we made it. I guarantee there's at least 1,000 plastic bottles out here. I see at least 20 right here in this one frame. That's a lot of garbage bags. I think it's illegal to pick up the garbage though. I think it is. Someone's on the illegal part. That dude's up in the woods. That kid's up in the woods. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's illegal to come out and pick up the garbage out here. They probably have inmates and stuff that do that for their community service. You know, people in jail, that kind of thing. Dang, look at the size of this thing. It comes from a long way. Loaded down. I'm not gonna climb up here. I think it might be illegal just to climb on it. I mean, it's unstable out here too. I'm just trying to get some memories. Man, look at that thing. It's pretty dang big too, but you can't take it. Oh, I'm actually a little bit too deep here. I was hoping it's gonna be a little bit more shallow so I can just walk around. That's up to the chest and then some. Check this out. You know, I look at everything. Dang, it's so beautiful out here. I mean, there's just so much stuff to look at, but you're not allowed to touch. But look at that. Is that tire tread? Look at that thing. But that can't be the tire tread because there are smaller portions of it. Look at that. I mean, that's the rock itself. That's within the rock. That's crazy. In a very good way, though. Every time I say something's crazy, it doesn't mean it's bad. An artist's dream. We are officially at the corner of the dam right here. Man, look at all that garbage. People come out here all the time and they don't bother picking it up. Maybe that's why there's no wildlife out here, because they got sick of looking at it. At least there's a way in. It's a dizzying effect sensation. It is. And if there's one time in my life knowing that I had to have complete concentration, this will be one of those times. Cannot afford to be getting dizzy, getting nauseated, getting nervous. Can't afford to pass out. Gotta stay focused just to stay balanced, you know. Quite the feeling. 360 feet below us. That's as tall as all the condo buildings in Midtown. Most of them. And we're right on top of them, basically. It's terrible, man. Look at the distance I haven't covered today. I mean, the sun has moved further than we have. $360 feet. I don't know if I got time to make it to that island. I mean, I have quite the distance just to get to any side, any bank. I mean, I'm slap dab almost in the middle. I can't tell where that island is that I saw. A little tiny thing. I think it's way over. Yeah, dang, it's way over there. There's no way I can go that far. You can barely make it out in the center. There's no way I can make it that far. Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. It's a little tiny island. It's got like 2 trees on it. I'm headed that way right now. According to Google Earth, I'm exactly a mile from it right now. Straight shot. Exactly a mile compared to my tag. Dang. What the heck do I get myself into? Hang on to your seats. You idiots. The deepest lake in the state of Georgia. Oh, I can't say the F-bomb. And there she is, the island. Would you look at that? We made it. Probably the perfect place to swim, too. Bumper cars. The wind is pushing us hardcore. Look at this tiny little island. Wild. Actually made it to another destination today. Another accomplishment today. Look at the size of those waves. It's definitely going to be interesting trying to get back. I wonder if we can build a fort. Looks like somebody else already tried. Let's get out and explore. Okay, we're done. See you later. Wonder if anyone had treasure on this island. They might have wood pile. That's about all they did. Look, we're on the other side already. Ain't nothing like exploring. More reference pictures coming up. Man. And this is it. This is all there is. Quite the place to have a party. The Party Island. What you know about that? I think I'll shoot a personal video of me walking around the mountain. Why did I say the mountain? Around the island. Those guys are crazy. I thought they were coming to get me or something like that. They said, yeehaw! There go the kids. They just said there's a guy on the island. They'll tell them there's treasure on this one. Is that thing? Oh, it's a fishing lure. I thought it was a used razor with the head missing. What you know about that? No, I'm not going to keep it as a memento for my travels. At least the sun is still hot. Plenty of time to get back. We just have to be aware of one single boat. there is treasure on the island. What the heck is going on here? A beer can. Bud Light. Looks like I'm not out of suntan lotion now. Thanks for the treasure. First time I've really seen sand all day. It's mostly been rocks and boulders. Doesn't feel like vacation until you take the shoes off. time to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the day. Welcome to heaven.